Welcome. Let's go.
Welcome, welcome.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Aaron Nesmith.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero into the 2 spot. And for the Pacers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Nesmith. Then there's Jarace Walker. And it's Siakam in at the 4 spot. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. And it goes down 2 points.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
All right, Allen, thank you so much for that.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star. And one of the things I love the most about Adebayo, he's a center who plays like one. He's not out here trying to take long jumpers. He wants the ball inside.
Now, here's Siakam. 11 points last game. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Hero. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances, and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
And Adebayo drops them both. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Siakam inside. He's against Wiggins, and the dunk by Zubac.
Trying to contest size is probably wishful thinking.
Mitchell with it. Zubac defending. Mitchell kicks to Hero. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo down low. Guarded by Walker. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And the shot goes in from Siakam. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Now Adebayo. Zubac defending. Shot from the low block. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Nembhard finds Zubac. And here's Nesmith. Still yet to score. Pass to Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Nesmith.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
The Heat making a switch here. So it's Miami now, trailing by 2. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised them, and that's what he did.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up, and the slams are just too good to miss.
Walker, and finished off by Walker.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Adebayo. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Shepard's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Andrew Nembhard. Heat also with the sub. Powell's checked in. Miami trailing. Now, Hero. And here's Adebayo outside. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Indiana's gone 0-2 from DP. Pass to Siakam. It's over Powell. Bank shot. No good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 hit.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
No good that time. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Siakam against Powell. Siakam passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Jaquez finds Adebayo. Launches it. Again, Adebayo missing.
Really tough quarter for him, shooting the basketball.
To the middle. Here's Shepard. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to. This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Pacers as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Jones is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Shepard. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Down low, here's Hackett. Pass to Larson. Here's Powell. From deep. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Let's check in now with our Allie Laforce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Guys?
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Shepard, the pass to McConnell. Pass to Jones. Puts the move on. He lays it in. Jones has got his first basket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Heat trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. They get it back. Ware. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Jokic Jonas. Let's head over to the sideline for a report on Andrew Wiggins. What's the situation, Allie?
I had a moment to catch up with the Heat's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he can play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
That sounds like a good blueprint. Here's Nesmith. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Powell. Heat moving the ball around. Stolen by Nembhard. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now McConnell. No scoring in this one. Rocket 6. Shoots from 12. Again, Indiana.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Adebayo. Toppin pulls it in.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Pacers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Toppin, and Walker subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Powell. Adebayo against Zubac. Pass to Nembhard. Drains the three-pointer. Nembhard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make it back.
Pulls up on the wing, and Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. 16 points for Bam Adebayo. The Pacers with the lead. Pass to Nesmith.
Come get it.
Siakam inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Siakam's got 10 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Ware. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Look, I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to just move on. You can't dwell on it and let it affect the next performance.
That one, no good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's Siakam. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 4. While we've got a moment now, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Rick.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Looking at Miami, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins, and now they know exactly what.
And guys, let's talk about the game we were watching. Pascal Siakam has been huge thus far.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those hot.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, you're going to have to adjust the way you're defending him. He is getting whatever he wants right at the rim.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Norman Powell. Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Hero into the shooting guard position. Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Pacers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Siakam.
And right now, Siakam is cooking. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding behind him.
Hero, that's a two-pointer. Nice shot from the wing. Hero's got his third basket of the night. Nembhard, the pass to Walker. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that one falls for Walker. Tim, you know you've played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Oh, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I played in the league, you often see that. between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hero. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Taking a look at Miami. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And, of course, the Pacers. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, they know the time to flip the switch is now. This final month for them is all about playing their best basketball. Let's see if they're able to pull it off.
Siakam misses. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Adebayo's got 20 points.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Guys, back to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Friday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Mitchell. Free throw good, Adebayo.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
And Adebayo drops them both. Pacers trail by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Walker. By Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
Adebayo finds Wiggins. Adebayo against Zubac. It's stolen by Nehemiah. Right wing. Here's Nesmith. And the 3 off target. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. They lead by 1. They host the 76ers after this game. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Good.
And occasionally Adebayo used a jumper to set up the rest of his game offensively.
Outside, Walker. Toppin with it. He has yet to score. To the paint. Pass to Zubac. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Right side Hero. For the 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the 3-point line.
Zubac, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hero passes to Jaquez. Puts up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jaquez has got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Zubac finds Nembhard. Right block shot. Miami grabs the miss. Outside Hero. The kick out to Adebayo. Shoots over Nembhard. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Outside, Walker to the inside. Pass to Nembhard. Offensive rebound. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
Let's listen in on what Erik Spoelstra had to say to his team.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Jones, Shepherd out there with Toppin. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's McConnell in a point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Miami leading by 3. Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Pacers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Siakam. Now Jones. 11 feet away, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The offensive rebound. Adebayo makes it off the glass. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Fades away. It goes straight through with the swish.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
The kick out to Adebayo. The tray hits it from 3-point range. Adebayo's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Siakam looking around. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. And Toppin throws it down.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Jarace Walker, he's checked in for Jones. Wiggins is checked in for Miami. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, thanks. Pass to Toppin. And here's McConnell. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Tapping a screen on Mitchell. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from McConnell.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Larson. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Puts up the 3, and down goes the 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Jaquez. Beyond the arc. Down he goes for 3.
And Jaquez showing you he wants to be a big-time player.
Pacers trail by 4. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And some changes here for the Pacers. Zubac is checked in for Toppin. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Shepherd. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Wiggins against Siakam. Good!
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Now, Adebayo from deep. Buries the deep ball.
Well, Adebayo just stepped up at a critical point in this game. Tremendous amount of confidence.
Now, Nembhard. There's the three. Cleared away by Adebayo.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Powell outside. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Adebayo. And the shot will go down.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Siakam. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And delivering in the clutch. Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Now Powell. Now Adebayo. For three. It's off. Mitchell against Nembhard. Takes the three. Wiggins pulls it down. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Miami Heat. Leading by 5. And they go to the intentional foul. Now, Adebayo. Powell outside. Just 3 to shoot, and that's an intentional foul. This free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And the Pacers call time here. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Powell! There's the high-quality scoring chance for 2.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
And an intentional foul right there.
Team foul. At the line for the Heat, Davion Mitchell. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Shooting for Miami. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
And so it's Miami winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.